Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Andrew with Private Investigator Advice at PrivateInvestigatorAdviceHQ.com. Today we're going to talk about covert cameras. When I first started the business, I didn't know what I was doing, but they gave me they called it a pager cam. And I mean, I don't even know when the last time I've even seen a pager around, except maybe around a doctor. The pager cam looks like this. The pinhole is right here, and unless you were really close to it, you really didn't know what it was. It's hollow inside with just the camera. Then there came a battery pack that connected to it, and with that it also connected to the audio, or excuse me, the video, which connected to this plug, and then this wire would connect to my camera. It's been so long, I don't even know where the heck this thing goes. We connected in here, my 8mm, or excuse me, mini DV, and then from there I would stick it, because some people would wire it through their bodies. I was not that guy. I didn't have the time to work on that. I wanted to get this thing going as fast as I could. If my subject went into a store, I wanted to be ready as fast as I could. I wanted to connect it together, and I wanted to be gone inside there. And anyway, so I would stick it in this little blue bag. My camera would go in here, and all my wires and everything would just go in there. And what I would do is I would just attach. I know, what a mess. I would attach it to this, and I would let this pager bag hang out, and then I would wrap it around my shoulder here. And you know, to be honest with you, it's probably one of the best ways I ever did it, because it was the most stable. I had my camera was so stable. It looked like it was on a tripod most of the time when I was walking around. It was all black and white, and it was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. Some of the downfalls of it was when I didn't have the subject in view, it was still rolling film. Sometimes the batteries would die and I wouldn't know it, and so it would stop videotaping at the most critical times, which kind of stunk. You feel compelled to always be checking your bag. You'd be looking in here and making sure that the video is still running, because you could see it on the screen. But other than that, I've gotten some great film over the years. But what happens is, when you don't search for information, you don't realize what else is out there. So after a few years and a couple different companies, I went to a different company, and the investigator that I ended up kind of doing ride-alongs with says, so what's your covert camera? And I go, oh, I got this pager camera. He's like, what are you talking about, man? He's like, he shows me this. He says, this is my covert camera. And I go, you're out of your mind. There's no way there's a covert camera in there. He's like, yeah. He went on to show me. We went around and practiced videotaping with it. You can see right here, this is your little mini, what is it, mini SD card. Goes in there. It's got about an hour of battery time. Charges through the USB, which is USB connectors here. It comes with a little cable, connects to your computer. And what? Anyways, back to the story. We videotaped with it. Went around the store and got some great video, some great color video with sound, unfortunately. But one of the downfalls was that it's so small that your video becomes very shaky. You have to be very conscious of what your hand's doing. You know, are you aiming it straight? Are you not aiming it straight? You know, are you just shooting the person's shooting the video of the head, or are you getting the whole body? How close are you? So it does take some practice. So no matter what spy cam you end up getting, you got to practice with it. You got to know the capabilities of your equipment. So this is one of them. But then he had another one, and it was the BMW keychain, which a little bit bigger to hold in your hand, and not a major significant difference. This key right here conceals the SD card port and the USB port, so you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, same idea. I wanted to experiment a little bit, so I ended up purchasing what I thought was a good investment, and I determined it was probably not a good investment for what I needed. And it was these covert video glasses here. And you know, when I hold them like this, they look fine. You're like, oh, why wouldn't you want to use those? And the reason is because the sides are so darn bulky that I'm just gonna put them on for you. Yeah, I look pretty. Well, I don't look that cool, but you can see that this is just not working. And I said, well, maybe if I wore a hood, maybe I could cover these sides and it wouldn't be an issue. That would always be a possibility. I came to the conclusion that they weren't going to be the right things for me, but they would definitely, you know, if you're in a bar, you set them on a table and just let them sit there and roll film. The control buttons are right here, and I'll be honest with you, I can't remember exactly the controls because it's been so long since I've used them. You know, mini SD card and your USB port there. The color was good when I did practice with them. It just wasn't something that that I felt comfortable with, so I never got to use them at all. Going back to this real quick, this is a lot easier to use. I'm sure these cameras would have been too, but I don't have to burn a lot of video. Like, I can get the video that I want, and then when the person's out of view, I turn it off, and all it does is you press the button, the red light comes on. Press the top one, it blinks, that means you're recording. I'm getting your video, you're getting your video. You know, I'm walking around, and if he walks out of view and I'm going to stay away from him for a little bit, I just turn it off, and that's it. And so when I end up going to my computer, I just download all the video files, I connect them all together using Windows Movie Maker. Take out all the sound, and then I have all my video clumped together, and it looks pretty. So that's your covert camera situation. If for my uses, this is what I stick with. It's I can jump out of my car, and there's no fumbling and bumbling like I did with the pager camera. Definitely something to think about. If you're not using one of these, go to eBay, go get yourself a cheap one, see if you like it. It's got the timestamp on it. You can program them. I'll put another video out because there's a lot of people who have problems programming this, but I will help you guys if you need help. Definitely worth looking into for your if you're doing insurance work or even domestics. So that's it. If you guys at home, if you have another video camera that you guys think is good for covert, Facebook me, send me a message. I will definitely mention it. Facebook's probably the best way to go, or in the comments of this video post. Make sure to click like if you like this video, or comment. Definitely comment if you have some more video ideas. Okay. Thank you guys. I hope you got something from this. Spy cams have definitely evolved over the years, and I'm sure they're going to keep evolving. I came across a couple more on eBay that I was interested in, which I'll probably buy and share my results with you guys. Tell you whether they're worth buying or not. These do break down, and I'm working on figuring out how to troubleshoot these the best way. But they're so cheap, I'd buy 3 or 4 of these and have them in my car. So if one stops working, which you'll know, then you can just pop in the card into another one, and you're good to go. Okay, so that's it. I'll see you guys later. For more great tips, go to PrivateInvestigatorAdviceHQ.com.